no better way than to wrap up the day with our keynote of the day in style. I think for me, I think for me, just when I think of the day, and I just think for over and above that, for the fact that it was graced with the presence of, UDM, the Honorable Deputy Minister Dlamini today, here with us the whole entire day. And I think one of the things that his team kept saying is DM is always on time. And I love that because I think that for me, what it spoke to is the sort of visionary leadership that is charting the way for us and driving the meticulousness, the punctuality they require, but the level of excellence in everything that was done from the team, just a level of excellence. And I think just before, I'd love to show the team love because the team showing love to the DM's team is showing love to the DM because they are feeding from the DM and DM would like to appreciate you. So our keynote address for the day is by Mr. Sdumo. Dlamini is the Deputy Minister of Small Business Development from the 5th of August 2021. He was previously the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development of the Republic of South Africa from May 30, 2019. He occupied that position from 30 May 2019 to the 5th of August 2021. His just brief bio is in 1984, which is the part that spoke to me. In 1984, he was one of the ringleaders for the first strike at high school challenging corporal punishment. This justifies anything I've done. Because if DM has done it, challenging corporal punishment and the system of education and the abuse of school fund and fees, only to discover months later that the strike had been spearheaded by the ANC underground operatives when many of his fellow comrades were arrested and detained for almost a year. He was only 17 at the time. In 1986 to 1988, he did his training as a pupil nurse. He had joined Nehau after they had embarked on an illegal strike September 1990. He was elected as a shop steward on the 3rd and have led 6 major strikes in that institution. He led Nehau at a branch or regional level as a chairperson and provincial level, and in 2002 he was elected as COSATU provincial chairperson, served 2 terms and elected to a 3rd term in July 2006 to be later elected as the first deputy president in the 9th National Congress of COSATU. He also served as president of COSATU. He served in the PEC, PWC as a member of the SACP since 2000 and 2003. He is a loyal member of the ANC, which he formally joined in 1990 and participates in his community program. Sdumo has paralegal background in a strong, that part in the biomass Sdumo, shy side Dean. Sdumo has a paralegal background in a strong negotiator with developed conflict management skill combined with dispute resolution. So from one amazing disruptor to over 350 disruptors in the room, let's give our Honorable Deputy Minister a round of applause and please stand as he comes to the podium. You guys can do better than that. This is our keynote for the day. You guys can do better than that.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much, Program Director. And I must say, indeed, humbly and respectfully greet and acknowledge Mr. Thomas for your leadership and what we have said here. I must also acknowledge the leadership of SIDA in the province and SIFA who have spoken here, but with great respect, also my business abala. Ngabe asikho la ukuba beningekho ukube anenzi lo msebenzi enwenzayo njengosomabhizinisi. Mang acknowledge as I've acknowledged you, Mr. Thomas, Nedbank yonke nje ngikhulumile nayo iNedbank siselapha ngaphandle. If I can in a minute or second draw you to what we were discussing, the relationship with this bank. I told them that my first bank during those years, when I wanted to open a bank account, I went to another bank which rejected me because I was paid a very low salary. I then crossed the road and went to another bank with the colors that were attracting lapha eThekwini edolobheni. Ngale umnyaka ke yayibizwa ngokuthiwa iNBS. Ngaya khona. Khumbula kahle kwakunobaba lapho ubaba ukubheka wangamukela kahle. Took me through the process waze wangikhombisa nefuture ukuthi izawuma kanjani into yokubhenka eSouth Africa. Ngayithatha ke iaccount iNBS. Mangabuza umbuzo la ngithi iNBS ishintshe yaba yini later? Ukhona ongangiphendula? Phendula nzizwa. Angizwa? Yeah, ukhona lo qeda ukukhuluma laphana Nedbank. That's a correct answer because they are here today and they've demonstrated to you what they are doing in the country, not only in KZN, in the country. I have a strong relationship with them. Of course, I'm no more banking with Nedbank. That bank that rejected me those years, I'm banking with them now. I won't name them. I name Nedbank because of the best relationship I have with them. I'm no more saying I had now. The relationship I have with Nedbank. So thank you very much. Bakhona be NDA la. Okay, kusho ukuthi abekho ngabe sebavelile. But ke ngibingelele nonke niwosomabhizinisi. Let me start by saying to all yourself, as indicated earlier, I'm coming with a very great team of my office. It's led by Mr. Cele. Where is he? Utolthula ngaphandle ke nethimba lami elinye, but he's the head of office. There is Nonhlanhla. Can you raise your hand, Nonhlanhla? Or usukume nje kancane ngabona. Nonhlanhla Buthelezi. Nosizwe Mkwena. Sukuma sisi. Unonhlanhla is my PA. Unosizwe is the outreach officer. She has been very much at the center of this work that I'm here present today. I see Ulwando down there. Phakama Lwando. Where is Ayanda? Ungaphandle naye. Where is Mandla? Benze njalo yonke indawo la ngihamba khona. Badedele amalady abe ngaphakathi bebe lapha ngaphandle mangithi ngiyabuza bathi hayi DM besenzela ukusiza abantu mangabe benembuzo ngokwenzakalayo ngaphakathi. Kodwa abantu nampa bala sikhona sonke. Ngibingelele kakhulu kini bafowethu. Sitemakhaya ungithintile mfowethu. Ngize ngathi mhlambe nami kumele ngenze njalo ngiyibeke eceleni lenkulumo ebhaliwe la ngikhuluma okusuka enhlizweni yami. Baba, thank you very much once more for the work that you are doing. Usuka le Richards Bay wenza umsebenzi omuhle nala eMlazi. Yabona ma uze la eMlazi uze kithi phela mina ngwala eMlazi. Ekhaya kungale ephilani vele. Mhlawumbe abanye abazi ephilani vele. Usection bani ephilani vele? Good. That's where my house is, that's where I stay. Ephilani vele. Mapengo, thank you very much for what you have just done. You did it to me too. We were presenting to the house, but I was learning a lot on your presentation. So I thank you so much. So I'm not gonna bore you much with my written speech. All I need to say, Gini Bosoma business, you are at the right place, right time. As government, we are tasked with a responsibility to support also my business. Abancane, zebakhule, nama cooperatives, ukuze kuthuthukiswe umnotho walelizwe. Yes, bakhona abanye osomabhizinisi abakhulu niyabazi nala kamakhelwane nje nangu Shoprite kuno Pick n Pay kuno maningi mawuya emamall bathola khona kodwa bese ubona osomabhizinisi abancane kungathi bayancikiselwa bathola bejahwa namanye amaphoyisa bathole beboshwa abathi umuntu hayi nami ngiyasebenza ngisebenzela izingane zami bathi hayi ngena la evenini masokhuluma phambili. But the truth of the matter is the economy of this country is also dependent on the small businesses. We have a target as the department ukuthi by 2030 we should have employed through also my business, not government. Also my business abancane should have employed 9 million people out of the 11 or 12 million that must be employed by that time. But also my business laba esibasupportayo nokufanele sibasupporte should have employed 9 million people. Uwedwa nebusiness lakho mhlawumbe uqasha abantu ababili omunye uqasha abantu abathathu omunye uqasha abantu abahlanu, but the totality of that number by that time should have reached 9 million. Okunye okubalekile kufanele ngikusho la. Because I was happy when the SIFA guy was speaking and the SIDA guy spoke, they outlined the programs where they are supporting Osoma business. They talked about TREP, which is supporting the rural businesses or rural people and the township people. Kushoke nina la Umlazi naseyindaweni zasemakhaya and other specific entities. Ngijabulile when bekushiwo la ukuthi ngoNovember last year lapha eICC sa launcha iAfrica Trade la nifanele ni enlist khona nithole support for our businesses eno. That's another area, very, very important. Another area that is very, very critical, we call it the she trades, ZA, she trades, where women business people register or join and be supported by our government on their businesses. Kubalulekile. Kodwa ke bengifuna ukugxila kakhulu kubo somabhizinisi abanama spaza shops, abosa inyama, ishisa nyama nisho kanjalo. Ngoba bakhona nala. That they need to be assisted in a major way to succeed in their businesses. It is important that labo soma business singathi nje hayi ababalekanga, babaleke kakhulu. Kusho ke mina ngangidla inyama mina Mr. Ciko. Angisayidli manje. Angisayidli, ngayidla kakhulu. Ngagcina ukuyidla inyama eNgcobo eEastern Cape. 3 months later, ngezwa kubuhlungu la kuBhozo. Ngagcina ngayithi ayike kuyobheka kwathiwa hayi Mr. Dlamini une-gout manje. Ngathi yini ngibe ne-gout? Bathi udla inyama ebovu kakhulu. Inyama engangiyithanda. But I'm saying this to just make the point that kumele sibasupporte kakhulu labo somabhizinisi. Ngibonge kakhulu uma uNedbank ukhombisele support engaka phambi kwenu. And I want you colleagues to support that you are getting from Nedbank. It is very, very important. But as government, we also are building or assisting small businesses to reduce the burden abayifaceayo ngenxa yemthetho yama regulations esinawo. You are supposed to sign in 1,000 papers to get your business going. And uthola ukuthi so ukwenzile lokho uyabuyisela mkhwanazi mababuyisela lapha kini nithi hayi ugcwalise wrong hamba ubathe uthi ngilungise kanjani, hayi hamba masiyokubona ngelinye ilanga mawusulungisile. Aphuma umuntu engazi ukuthi uzoyilungisa kanjani inkinga. Sitheke kumele ke silungise leyo nto yama regulations. Kuze kwamenyezelwa la umongameli waqasha enye insizwa yakwaNkosi. Ngithi insizwa ngoba nami ngokwaDlamini phela wakuthiwa Dlamini inkosi. Shorting to help us to reduce these regulations, to relook these regulations so that kube easy for the small business people to fill in those forms and do their work, because their intention akusiko ukugcwalisa ama form. Intention ukuba ne business elakhiwe kahle lirane lisebenza. Ama form bekuwukuthi uyaqala. But the effective thing is to have a business that is running and is marketing very well. The other thing that becomes important for us in this meeting, which is sibambisane singabosomabhizinisi. Sodwa nje sibambisane. Ngiyajabula ngicishe ngabuza umbuzo wrong ukuthi la ehall ngoba akekho nje ngisho yedwa umlungu la. Nike nambona nini? Abantu abamnyama nje bodwa la. Sonke simnyama. Yini pho edala singabambisani? Why singabambisani? Sesingahlulwa nje into elula umona. Singabambisani size sibulalane. Ku wrong lokho kakhulu. Ku wrong. So bambisanani nimlekelele loya enimbonayo ukuthi ngathi udonsa kanzima. Nimlekelele abambe naye alekelele kusasa. It's important. Call us when we are struggling. Ayiwayikhuluma kuSdumo inkinga mayithi call us. Ngoba abezi ngiyaye ngazi ukuthi makuthiwa khonjwa mina kuthiwa asizi kusuke khonjwa la madoda lawa nabo mama bakaSifa neSida kuthiwa ngithi ayikho yini iSifa lapho eThekwini, but uthasiye lapho sesike saya hayi. We are in a process of reviewing that space. Akasho ngumkhwanazi la bengithi uzosho athi kumanje siyabahlanganisa into one entity ukuze kusebenze kalula and ukuze accessibility into the offices of SIDA and SIFA and the government entity yaka small business development iaccesseke to the communities. The process of merging these entities is our CISA. So all I can say specifically, I know which largely people are worried would say ngabe imsebenzi sazoba nayo kule merger. We are aware of that. But I can say with pride, which no, we will maintain those jobs. Nobody will be retrenched because there has been a merger of those institutions. Because people need those entities. Kakhulu. So let's work hard to ensure that abantu are assisted properly. Ngikusho lokhu ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi iy'nkinga zikhona. Ngeke ngasho nje kancane ngathi cha phela nami ngiwala eMlazi. Ngiwala eMlazi. Ngangisebenza nje la ngaphezulu kunesibhedlela la. Isibhedlela sami leso ngangisebenza khona. I was an employee there for 28 years. Ubona ukuhlala isikhathi eside endaweni. Ngahlala isikhathi eside umfowethu lapha ukhulume nge-strike sase high school kwakhona nezinye zabala iteleka ezazinzima silungisa indaba zethu nonokuthi izwe lakheke lakhiwe ngendlela efanele. Ngikubalula lokhu ngoba it is part of my history engiyiphilile. So osomabhizinisi ngitheke bambisanani nisupportane nibacele nibasebenzise laba be-government besifa besida banisize ey'ngqinambeni enibhekene nazo. Yebo bazosho bathi imali ayikho. Ngiyavuma nami ayikho imali kodwa imali ikhona. Yokuthi abantu basizakale. Kufanele abantu basizakale uma kunenkinga la yokuthi hayi sengiyile ngithi ngiyofuna usizo angilitholi ngoba kuthiwa imali anginayo. Hayi ngathi akavele la osho kanjalo. Akaphakamisa isandla athi kuthiwa imali kuthiwe kufuneka imali mina bengenayo imali. Cha ngeke ngibuze ukuthi ubani oshilo. All I can say is let's not chase them away on the basis of money. Let's help them. Assist them. Bang advise kahle earlier on sihlezi lapha ngaphandle ukuthi ngisho nalothi ngikweleta uSARS asimtshela ukuthi kumele ayonegotiate kanjani noSARS ukuze ilunge leyo nkinga bese abuya esifa alekeleleke ngendlela yaphambili. Ngasithatha leso saluleko. Ngiya entweni yokugcina ke. Ngiyazi ukuthi akekho la. Ubaba Max. Kule ndawo enhle kangaka esikuyo la namhlanje. But ngamukelwe kahle indodana yakhe. Warmly waze wangibonisa nje zonke izindawo zala ngajabula kakhulu ngaze ngasho ke ngathi cha ngiye ngafika la ngelinye ilanga ngangize nje lapha ekhaya eMlazi ngiphumulele ngathi hayi ake ngihambe ngiyothenga into edliwayo ngizoya kaMax. Ngaya ngahlala lapha e-restaurant ngadla kahle. Ufanele siba support na njengoba naye ebasupporta abanye osomabhizinisi nabanye abantu ngimbonga kakhulu ngalokho. Lastly sengihlala phansi we are aware that the small businesses who are working so much, look how beautiful when you look at that site and what you know about them, the difficulties they are facing, government knows them. But we need you to ask, we need government to come to you, and you coming to government to say, sisizeni kulungiswe izinto ezonakele. La eSouth Africa ziningi izinto ezihamba kahle, but ziningi nezinto ezingahambi ngendlela efanelekile. Masibambisaneni, sibumbane, singabantu, sithuthukise umsebenzi wesiwenzayo. Yilawo mazwi engifuna ukuthi ngishiye ngawo nje ukuthi bambisanani, thandanani, nisizane, kungabikho umuntu olahlekayo endleleni. La Umlazi, la KZN, nase South Africa nje yonkana. Asibambisaneni. It's a very tough time in the country, and our economy is very weak at the moment. But we stand at a point where we must push things to a success for the success of this country, yes, South Africa. Siphilisane nemndeni yethu naba uhulumeni wethu, kungaba i-private sector in a role nayo eyidlalayo to ensure that the economy of this country is strong. Kungaba ma-public institutions, they have a very important role to play. But when we don't employ people, when people don't make or establish their businesses, the economy of this country will not be able to grow to assist this country. So I thank you so much, Program Director wami, angimboni manje ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ukhona. Ngiyabonga kakhulu ngokusiphathela kahle lo mcimbi, nginifisele konke okuhle nonke la. Bebethe ke angicule angizocula. Angizocula, but nginifisela nje okuhle konke, noNkulunkulu anibusise. Ngiyabonga.